And there's this direction called Liu Sha. Liu Sha is translated as 6 killings. Now 6 killings actually deals with matters such as legal problems or injuries, blood-related accidents and so forth. So try to avoid this direction at all costs. And the worst of all directions to any personal gua is called the Jueming, or we call this the life-threatening direction. Now, this particular direction is often associated with loss of wealth, loss of friendship, loss of relationship, loss of health and so forth. Normally, we do not want to get a house even to face this direction. So, these are your 8 specific directions that are associated with each life gua. And this system is actually belonging to the life gua system of the 8 mansions Feng Shui. Remember we talked about various systems of Feng Shui? 8 mansions is one school. This is about the 10% of that system that we're talking about. Now, what do we do with this information that we have? What do we use it for? So I want to introduce to you what we call the 3 most important factors when we analyze Feng Shui. You see, when we say we do Feng Shui to a house, what do we actually do to? We do Feng Shui to 3 important things. What are these 3 things? Right over here. Number 1, the most important thing, the main door. You want your main door to face your good direction. To face meaning from inside out. Well, of course, in the course of the next few weeks, I will show you exactly how to get this. This is your first introduction to Feng Shui, so bear with me here. Remember, door, you want it from inside out, looking through your best direction. Well, one of the good directions will do too, depending on what you want though. The second most important factor is the kitchen. Right? For any house, after we analyze the main door, we want to look at the kitchen's Feng Shui. And in the kitchen, what do you actually look for? We look for the stove direction in the kitchen. We call this in ancient Chinese the 4 hao. The stove actually governs the health matters of the house. So I will also show you how you can use the stove to tap to one of your auspicious directions. So the third most important factor that you have to consider in any house's Feng Shui is actually the bedroom. Now, in the bedroom, what do you look for? You're actually looking at the direction of the bed. Alright, your bed head is your pointing direction. When you sleep, your head point is the direction, not the feet point as it is widely misconstrued as. It is always when you sleep, your head is the direction that you want to point to one of the auspicious directions. Now, if at least 2 of these 3 are facing your favorable directions, guess what? You might have already got good Feng Shui. Now let's say all 3 are facing your inauspicious directions. Okay, it is facing one of the directions that are not compatible with your life gua. Guess what? You're probably facing bad Feng Shui. Welcome to this week's Myth or Truth. I have 3 very interesting key concepts that I want to discuss with you this week. The first thing is in relation to the southwest corner being the universal love corner. Now, is it true that the southwest corner is regarded as the universal love corner in the practice of Feng Shui? Myth or truth? Definitely a myth. You see, southwest corner can be used for any types of Feng Shui influences. It doesn't necessarily relate to relationship. You know that in every house, the relationship sector is actually different. It depends on the direction of your house, what you have on the external, and more importantly, who is using the house. Some house can have more than 1 relationship corner. And some house, of course, might not even have a relationship corner to start off with. And furthermore, you have to think about what type of relationship you're looking for. A business relationship, or a romantic relationship, or a family relationship is all different. Different purposes, different Feng Shui applications. So, the southwest corner is not your universal love corner. You don't have to decorate this corner filled with love objects or love paintings and so forth. The second thing I want to talk about this week is in relation to colors. Now, many people are into colors because they think that the Chinese believe that red color, orange color, yellow color, bright colors are associated with good fortune, and dark color, black color, dark blue and so forth are associated with bad luck. Is this myth or truth? Definitely a myth. You see, colors play about 5 to 10% in overall Feng Shui effects. It has a little bit of elemental influence, but it does not redirect or generate chi by itself. It plays more of a psychological role. So the next time you want to choose your clothing, choose your branded goods and what color for hair, you have the freedom to choose whatever you want to choose. It has nothing to do with Feng Shui whatsoever. I want to share with you this week in regards to the different rooms that husband and wife have to sleep in if they belong to different Gua numbers. Now, is it true that West group people have to sleep in West room and the East group people have to sleep in the East room, and even though the husband and wife, they have to have different rooms? Myth or truth? Definitely a myth. Now, Feng Shui is about helping people harmonize. It is not to separate people. Even though a husband and wife belong to different groups, there's definitely got to be one room in the house that is suitable for both parties. All you have to do is find out which room is good for both of them. Then you position, even though West group and East group at the same room, even though the same direction, the room will actually neutralize the so-called inauspicious effect. That's what Feng Shui is about. So you can be sure that even if you belong to different groups, you can still share the same room. That's all we have for this week's Myth or Truth. If you have any more suggestions, please send to this email address.